What's up guys, it's Bill here, and today's JDM only is the Honda N-Box. So, debuted in 2011, the N-Box was designed by Yasuaki Asaki, Honda's Chief Development Officer, along with development members from Honda's F1 team. The N in the name N-Box is a mutual vehicle slogan for Honda. It stands for three things: New, Nippon, which means Japan, and Norimono, which translates to vehicle. The N-Box was developed to compete against other powerhouse Japanese car manufacturers like Daihatsu and Nissan in the tall wagon K-car segment, which is now taking over 30% of Japanese K-car market. Its design concept was mostly taken from the step bus concept, which was featured in Los Angeles Motor Show back in 2006. As its name suggests, it's basically a 5-door K-wagon with plenty of room. Since its release, with its vast majority of trim levels and technologies offered all for affordable price, Honda has sold over 1.7 million units of N-Boxes since its release, and it is the best-selling passenger vehicle in Japan today. To achieve maximum space efficiency, Honda used the newly designed N-Series global platform. Thanks to this, despite the car's dimension, its weight is kept only around 1 ton. It also features sliding rear passenger doors and a center tank layout, which helps both in cabin space and passenger safety. The N-Box was the first ever K-car for Honda to feature this fuel tank layout. The base model N-Box is powered by a naturally aspirated 658cc chain-driven inline 3-cylinder called the S07A. Paired with a CVT, it makes 58 horsepower at 7,300 RPM and 65 Nm of torque at 4,700 RPM. Its horsepower and torque ratings are 6 horsepower and 4 Nm up, compared to its technical predecessor, the P07A, which has been the heart for Honda's previous K-car lineup like the Zest and the Life. Along with many high-tech engine components, like featuring variable valve control on the intake valve, Honda was able to make the new engine more compact and efficient as ever. And it was also the second car for Honda to feature double overhead cams for a K-car since the T360 truck, which was available in 1963. The N-Box has McPherson struts coupled with 2-piston solid discs in front and torsion beams coupled with drums on the rear. Later, Honda introduced an upper trim called N-Box Custom, which has a turbocharged version of the S07A, along with LED fog lights, headlights, body kit, 14-inch aluminum wheels, and some other luxury features. All trim levels come with Honda sensing and idling stop. It also features side pillar airbags, which most of the competitors lack. 0 to 60 times vary among trim levels, with the turbo version taking about 13 seconds and the base NA model taking about 16 seconds. The pros are very obvious with this car. It's the cost. This car has an MSRP starting at around $12,500 US and an impressive fuel economy of 68.2 miles per gallon city, and you can get almost all the standard features of a minivan. Plus, the fact that the N-Box is a K-car means you can get around geographically tight corners of Japan quite easily. Cons are related to its pros. It's mostly concerned surrounding the entire tall wagon segment K-cars. Unlike traditional minivans, manufacturers try to build them to meet the dimension regulations of a K-car and as roomy as possible within set regulations at the same time. Thus, the fundamental lack of handling and power. With poor aerodynamics and nearly 1.8 meters of vehicle height and 165/35 13-inch on all 4 wheels, you can say that the N-Box is a car you don't want facing consecutive corners.